Okay, Sonic fans, don't worry. I'll talk about Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure sometime in the near future. But right now, I need your undivided attention, or at least your divided attention, knowing you and the fan base. Let's just talk about Sonic Adventure 3, because I think it's high time we talk about that. Anyway, Sonic Adventure 3, the famous 3 words that every Sonic fan has been hoping would come into existence sometime in the near future, is finally on the topic of conversation here. And trust me, while you can go on your YouTube and your Google search and put those words on the search bar and whatever, you might not get as much new information. It's the idea of it existing and possibly coming into fruition is what I think a lot of Sonic fans are now hoping, thanks to the success of Sonic Frontiers. And what do I mean by that? Well, in case you haven't seen, well, obviously me ranting about how people were disrespecting Sonic Frontiers and how much of a success that ended up being, and how literally almost 6-7 months later it has sold a shit ton of copies, it seems to indicate a lot in the Sonic fandom that it could be high time that Sonic Adventure 3 ends up being a reality. And listen, I know a lot of people are probably like, oh, that's just a fever dream, that's never gonna happen. Technically speaking, Sonic 06 was Sonic Adventure 3, or if we're going on a major technicality, Sonic Unleashed, because in Japan it's called Sonic World Adventure, maybe that was already Sonic Adventure 3, yada yada yada. I understand all those sentiments, but hear me out, because in case you haven't noticed, it seems that Sega, now more than ever, are willing to give way more than an olive branch to the Sonic team in terms of, hey, listen, Sonic is now in a period where, yeah, we gotta give more to him. We gotta give way more money to this motherfucker. Meaning, so with that in said, and now the latest news of how Sega is giving a bigger budget to the Sonic IP, that just means the prospects of Sonic Adventure 3 might end up being a reality. And remember that Iizuka still has that in his mind during the interviews prior to Sonic Frontiers release, where he was saying, you know what, if this is well received, we might use these mechanics of Frontiers and how we kind of presented Frontiers and its gameplay mechanics and its controls and things like that. We might tweak it and work on it in a future Sonic Adventure game maybe and things like that. Basically speaking, Iizuka even wants a Sonic Adventure 3. And like I said, with the success of Frontiers now more than ever, it is high time. I truly believe it is now time for Sonic Adventure 3 to be a reality, because it is needed, especially with how well received Frontiers was, in case I haven't said that for the 69th time already. And just in general, in terms of a new and, in terms of a Sonic game that is for both the older fans who grew up with the adventure era and for newer fans who never experienced that since the moment they were born, if that makes any sense. But hey, whether or not I have any thoughts and ideas as to what a Sonic Adventure 3 could be like, I just want something that Sonic 06 presented and just make that better, because I like the story of Sonic 06, and I'm one of those people that consider Sonic 06 to be the Sonic Adventure 3 because of how similar it felt in terms of the, not atmosphere, in terms of, just trying to style it and model it after the previous Sonic Adventure games in story, direction, and presentation and things like that. But since obviously that isn't actually Sonic Adventure 3, there is time and there is a possibility that I would like to see sort of rework that story, or maybe just try to utilize what they learned in that game and then also with Unleashed and obviously with Frontiers, and just create this all-encompassing adventure that actually feels worthy of being called a Sonic Adventure 3. And honestly, returning characters are a must. Don't just give us the 4 main crew members. Don't just give us Eggman and then whatever entity or deity that Sonic has to beat up in a super form later on. Give us something, bring back Shadow, Team Dark. Silver deserves a comeback, especially with how hard they nerfed him in Forces. Blaze deserves a comeback. Cream deserves a comeback. Team Chaotix Ozzy deserves a comeback. Basically, you have the cast of Sonic heroes and bring them back for a Sonic Adventure 3 game, everybody would be happy. And I think that would mean so much in terms of like how many diverse characters there are in the Sonic universe. But hey, time will only tell whether or not Sega and Sonic Team will actually, work behind the scenes and give us that well-received Sonic Adventure 3 in the future, because hey, that is a fever dream at the moment. It is something I want to make a reality. I want it to be something that is existent, but only time will tell, like I said. And hey, we're all Sonic fans. At some point in the near future, we're going to be ranting on Twitter about we want Sonic Adventure 3, and that's going to be trending on Twitter for no real reason other because yes. But Leave your thoughts down below as to whether or not you want Sonic Adventure 3 to be a reality. I might come back to this topic in the near future for sure. Obviously, I am covering the Sonic Rush Adventure, the Sonic Rush games. Well, there is a game called Sonic Rush Adventure, but I am covering those games now that we did hit 4K. Obviously now, it doesn't say that we hit 4K, but I know that we hit 4K, and I did say and promise you guys I wanted to cover those two games because a lot of you guys have this tendency to consider Sonic Rush as it is so overly praised as a Sonic game that I kind of want to tear it down and say otherwise, because I'm telling you, it's not. But we'll wait and see until I get that video series out there. But like I said, comment down below on your thoughts on Sonic Adventure 3. This is all about Sonic Adventure 3 and nothing more. We'll worry about those games when the time comes. So comment your thoughts on Sonic Adventure 3, okay? Sonic Adventure 3. But that's all I have to say for now, so thank you all so much for watching. Keep supporting the content, especially if you are new out there. Love you all to 120 as always. Stay safe and sexy out there. Do good into the world. Be awesome. Peace out. And see you all with that next one. No, but seriously, let's wish Sonic Adventure 3. Like, this needs to happen. I really want to see Silver make a comeback. That's my favorite Sonic character of all time, and I will not elaborate any further.